Because the NHS markets have changed, we now have to compete against some very large organisations. There are other provider companies, there are other private organisations that are all wanting to get part of the cake of the health of the nation. Therefore, we need to compete against that, and it's a bit like David and Goliath. You know, the small little practices can't compete against the likes of these big organisations. So in order to do that, I think we need to join together and work collaboratively, and the provider company will be able to do those bids for us, whereas the individual practices are really going to struggle to make effective bids. Okay, so the relationship should be a mutually beneficial one, I think. The provider company can bid for us and take some of the risk away from the super partnership. Even though we're a big organisation, there may still be some very big contracts, and I don't think we would like to take that risk on as a super partnership. So actually, if we put the risk in the provider company, then that takes the risk away from us individually in the partnership. I think that to be efficient, I think we need a small board of actual the right skilled people to run the board. I don't think it should be a representative of each practice there, because I think that would be quite unwieldy, could be quite expensive, and I think if we pick the right people to run it, as a shareholder, we should just be able to give control over to them, and hopefully they will run it for us effectively if we pick the right people. Well, we're forming the organisation. We are going to be involved in asking the board to provide for us, and we'll be able to vote for people on the board. So I think as shareholders that will be our responsibility. I think communication is going to be very important from the board to the shareholders. I think there will have to be an annual meeting to discuss strategy on what needs to happen at that. But I think the day-to-day running of the company really should be left in the hands of those skilled individuals that we've elected to the board. I personally don't want to know all the ins and outs of what they're ordering. At the end of the day, I just want to know at an annual review what's happening, and I would be happy with that. Absolutely, I think that we all need different skills on the board. There will be a programme of training and development to get the right leadership skills, and I think that if we haven't got the right skills in there, then I think we could easily kind of employ people to fill those roles. Yeah, I've really enjoyed working up to this point for the provider company. I would really like to consider whether I'd want to get involved in the board, and I think it's a really good opportunity for lots of people to do something slightly different, so please get involved. There is a meeting on the 12th of February at Aston Villa. Even if you're a Blue supporter, you can come along. Hopefully we can get all 105 practices in Birmingham Cross City CCG to come along and find out more information about what we've been doing, what we've been planning, and why you should get more involved. I really think it is a no-brainer, so please come along and find out more about it.